Thank you to Shirokoi for your support on Patreon.
Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink the Trained Unprofessional. I sound a little like shit, and that's because I've had a sore throat and been kind of gunked up for the past couple of days, but I'm here, and I'm gonna do my best. Spencer's already gone to class, it seems. I only vaguely remember him kissing me before running out the door. What am I gonna do until practice? I have some homework I can work on, but I guess, but otherwise I have nothing to do. Spencer didn't get home until right before practice on Monday either, so I probably won't see him until the same time. I suppose I can sit on my laptop on the kitchen table and mess around on the internet. If there isn't a password on the Wi-Fi anyway. How have you waited this long and not gotten a damn password for the Wi-Fi? Guess I'll find out real quick. Much to your dismay, you found out there was a password attached to the Wi-Fi connection and you had no idea what it was. Erg, of course. I'll shoot him a text and see if he'll just text it to me. Hey Spencer, what's the Wi-Fi password? I can't get online without it. In the meantime, I'll have some breakfast and watch TV. After a quick bowl of cereal, you'll plant yourself on the couch and wait for Spencer to text you back. You didn't have to wait too long either before your phone alerted you of a new message. I don't know the password offhand, but I have it written down on a notepad on my desk if you can find it. I'll take a look, thanks. I haven't really messed around at his desk yet. It's a bit cluttered, and I don't want to disturb anything. This is something I'll have to have him clean up later. You started to sift through the papers piled on the desk, looking for a supposed notepad, but something else stood out to you. Oh, what's this? There was a card mixed in with all the papers, and upon further inspection, you noticed it was a wedding invitation. Oh, his older brother's getting married. He didn't mention that to me. And it must have slipped his mind. He's been so busy lately. Wonder if he plans on going. The wedding is supposed to be next Friday. I'll have to ask him about it later tonight. There's no way he'd pass that up. Oh boy. You set the card aside and went back to looking for the password, and you found it eventually, written on a paper under the keyboard. Finally, let's see if this random assortment of numbers and letters is correct. And I'm on! Hell yeah! I guess I'll do my English homework first, and then I'll goof off until practice. I'll see if Hal could use me on mornings I have no classes like this. Maybe I can work lunches or something. Man, that reminds me. Spencer wants me to go to his tournament this weekend, but I'm supposed to work that morning. I really should give Hal a call and talk to him about all of that. You grabbed your phone and sprawled out on the couch to give Hal a call after a few rings to the cafe he picked up. Thank you for calling the Greenlight Cafe. This is Hal. What can I do for you? Hey, Hal, it's Adam. Oh, hey, what's up? I had 2 questions I wanted to ask you. I'd shoot. First of all, on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, do you have the need for any help in the morning until around 2? I have more free time than I really ever realized on those days, and I'm really looking for something I can do during that time. Oh, I'll have to get back with you on that one. I normally have lunch covered on those days with someone else. Though he'll be quitting in a few weeks, I could give you his shifts when the time comes. I'll gladly take him. Any of those days, I'll be working morning and lunch shifts if you need me to. Great, I hadn't really thought about what I was going to do when he left, but now I have a plan. What's the other question? Well, I just asked for extra shifts, and I'm going to ask if I can have Saturday off. Spencer is playing in a tournament at Elton Ranch and needs some team support. He just sprang that on me the other day. Oh, sure, that'd be no problem. Really? Yeah, we're used to not having you here for it, so it won't be too big of a deal. You still okay for Sunday, though, right? Definitely. Then it's all good. You can have Saturday off, and I'll see you again Sunday morning. Great. Thanks so much, Hal. No problem. I'm going to get back to it now. I'll see you later. Tell Spencer I said good luck on Saturday. Will do. See you Sunday. Click. That was really easy to take care of. What a relief. You put your phone away and then heard a rattling at the door. Hey, you're awake. Of course I'm awake. It's past noon. And you're still laying around in just your underwear, feeling at home. Oh, I guess I am, huh? It's good to see. You're home a lot sooner today than you were on Monday. I didn't have to tutor anyone today, so I came straight home to spend some time with you. He tossed his backpack aside and pinned you back down on the couch, one knee between your legs and the other one stretched to the floor to support him as he laid his weight on you. What have you been up to? His head was resting against your chest, so you just ran your fingers through his fur, scratching along the top of his head. He seemed to deflate against you with a drawn-out sigh, wagging his tail lazily. Did my English homework, watched some TV, goofed around the internet. Been kind of bored. I'm sorry to leave you here alone with nothing to do. It's not your fault I'm bored. I've never realized how much free time I had, though. I actually called Hal and asked him if he could use me during the week on days like this. Yeah, that could be good. What'd he say? He said one of the other guys is about to quit, and he could give me those hours when he does. It might be a few more weeks, but it's something. For sure, that's good to hear. He also gave me Saturday off so I could come watch you play in the tournament. I didn't even think about you having to work that day. You didn't have to take off. I wanted to support you as much as I can, especially if you want to play tennis professionally. Aw, thank you. It'll give me some extra drive to do my best then. His tail was wagging even more now, and he gave you a light squeeze, and he nuzzled up into your neck. You chuckled and continued scratching your fingers through his fur. On top of that, I found something interesting while looking for the Wi-Fi password. What else did you come across? Your brother's wedding invitation. That's next week, isn't it? Yeah, you're going, aren't you? Of course I am. I have to pick out my suit next Thursday, and I'll be with my family all day Friday. Oh, okay. I wondered, just because you hadn't mentioned it to me. It's not really been on my mind lately, but I'm glad you reminded me. You should be my date and go with me. I'm sure my family would love to see you again. It's been a little while since they saw you last. Do you think it'd be okay? My invitation did say I was allowed to bring a guest, so yeah, you would be my +1. It's too short notice for me to get a suit, though. You don't need a suit. I had to get one since I'm a groomsman, but you can just dress nice and it'll be fine. You have some nice slacks and a button-down shirt, don't you? Yeah, I do. I have a vest, too. There you go. You can wear that and it'll be just fine. Sound good? If you really want me to go, then I'll go. It would be nice to see your family. Perfect. I'll make sure to tell Coach that we won't be at practice next Friday. Have you put any thought into tonight? Tonight? Her amateur's night. You really want me to come dance at the club tonight? I'm not gonna force you into it, but I think you'd have some fun cutting loose and giving it a shot. Do you want me to? I do. I want to see you on stage, shaking what you got. Do it, do it, do it, do it. I'll do it then. I've been feeling pretty good about myself lately. Sweet. Spencer was on his feet in a flash, wagging his tail around madly. In that case, we have to decide what you're gonna wear, and you have to think of a stage name. I have a decent variety of things you could wear if you don't have anything. What kind of theme could we do for you? You seem overly excited about this. Should I not be? It's not every day that I get to help my boyfriend prepare for a show. You're putting me on stage in front of a bunch of strangers to strip. Well, how did you feel the first time you saw me stripping on stage? We weren't boyfriends then. But you still had feelings for me, didn't you? I did, but we weren't a couple yet. I was excited to watch you. Then how does it make you feel now, knowing I do this for a living? Excited. Don't say you're jealous. I'm still excited to see you putting on your show. You're in a totally different world when you're dancing on stage, and I love watching you up there. You're my boyfriend, and I already know how you feel about the people trying to get grabby, so it's not something I worry about. But people do get their hands on me from time to time. Do you enjoy it? No, it irritates me. It would irritate me too then, but it's bound to happen. I can't really be upset by it, because I know it'll happen. So, knowing all this... Oh, I'm gonna need another fucking fruit bat. God damn it. Sons of bitches. Does it make sense why I'm excited for you to do this? I get to watch my man flaunting his stuff, all while knowing he's off limits to everyone else. No to mention, I can get up there with you and we can have fun together. I'll hold you to it. You better get up there then. I might freeze up if I'm up there alone. We'll just have to see how things go. For now, though, I'm hungry, so I'm going to get some lunch. There's some pasta in the fridge for you. You made pasta? I didn't. Maria did. We haven't really talked about yesterday any, but I went to see and saw Maria last night, since I didn't have anything else to do. She made dinner so she could show me how to make it. We had leftovers, so I brought some home for you. Oh, that's really sweet of her. What kind of pasta? Cajun chicken. Yes, that sounds amazing. On top of that, she gave me a housewarming gift. She meant to give it to us the night we had dinner with her and Richard, but she forgot. She gave us a recipe book and a bunch of towels. Haha, that's perfect. I don't have many towels, so having more is definitely a good thing. That's what I told her. Where's this pasta you were talking about? I need it. Top shelf in the fridge. Heat it up for a few minutes and be sure you stir it. Have you eaten yet? I could share this if you haven't. Oh no, I ate already, so you can eat it all. Don't worry about me. Good, I didn't want to share. Then why ask? Because I care about you and I'd share if I had to. We sat down and Spencer heated up his food before joining you. After I finish eating, we'll decide what kind of outfit you should wear tonight. I have a variety of showy underwear you can pick from, and I have some other outfits that you haven't seen yet. Heck, we even have outfits you can choose from at work. They're cleaned after every use, so you can pick something from there if you want. Okay. You aren't gonna see what I pick, though. Huh? I'm not gonna let you see what outfit I pick out, so it'll be a complete surprise for you. Oh, what a tease. I love that idea, though. You better be thinking about a name, too, in that case. I think I already have the perfect name in mind. Oh, tell me what it is, then, and save it for the show. I wasn't gonna tell you anyway, and you'll have to wait for everything tonight. Okay. You should go back and look through my stuff while I eat and see if there's anything that stands out to you. The top drawer in my dresser is full of underwear, and my work ones are mixed in with it. And the left side of my closet has a couple outfits you might not have seen yet. Go check it out and see if there's anything in there you might want to wear tonight. Sure thing. Just don't come barging in there and see what I'm doing. Yeah, just lock the door and you don't have to worry about that. I have no intentions on parting ways with my food right now anyway, so get to it. Is there anything I shouldn't wear? No, pick whatever you want. Okay. Let's see what kind of clothes he has in his closet first. I've only seen him wear the lumberjack stuff, so I wonder what else he has in there. His closet is just as much of a mess as I'd expect, and he doesn't have a lot of clothes hanging up in here. Oh, these must be the outfits. He has them shoved way over here. And there are only a few of them, not a lot of variety it looks like. I'll pick one of these out and see what else I might be able to wear at the club tonight. SWAT team member, fireman, cowboy. These all seem kind of standard. Maybe I'll have him show these off to me one night for a private show. What should I wear though? I don't have many options, so I might as well choose my favorite and do what I can with it. Ooh, what do we choose? Alright, the vast majority is saying cowboy, so we'll go with that. I want to be a cowboy, baby. Gonna go western on him and choose the cowboy for some wrangling tonight. Yeehaw and all that. I'm gonna have to pick some good underwear to match this thing since the crotch is missing and my ass will hang out. And maybe I'll just keep jeans on. I don't know if I want to go that far. Man, I'm gonna look so silly up there. I wish it wasn't on such short notice. I'd have more time to prepare. I guess I should pick out some underwear now. This drawer is full of things. Jock straps, thongs, briefs. I've only seen him wear the green jock strap, but I'd love to see how he looks in all these other ones. Oh, this one, that's perfect. It looks like it'll fit just fine in the design. It's exactly what I needed. Does that mean, though, do I really intend on stripping down just this on stage? How far should I really go? Oh man, I don't know if I'll even be able to do that. I'll have to really pump myself up for it. I need to hide these now and ban Spencer from getting into his closet so he doesn't know what outfit I picked out. He stuffed everything back into his closet and went to join Spencer back in the kitchen. Already done? There isn't much to choose from, but yeah, I picked something. Are you saying I need to expand my work wardrobe? It might not be a bad idea. You could always model them for me and see if they're worth buying. We'll gauge the worth on how hard it makes you. Spencer grinned and gave your stomach a scratch before tossing his dishes into the kitchen sink. Just tossing them into the sink. Just fucking yeet. It's a terrible scale to use. You might be right. You're pretty excitable, so it'd probably be equal between all the outfits, huh? You'll have a boner with each outfit. He laughed and he strolled off to the living room. Not hardly. Well, we have a couple hours before practice. What the heck? The living room already has a picture. Why isn't it working? Whatever. Is there anything you want to do? It's the most time we've spent together in the past few days. Yeah, I just don't have anything in mind. How about I get my brush and you can brush my fur some more? I'm gonna have to do that after practice too, aren't I? If you want to help me out, yeah, but I can never be brushed too much. Okay, I'll do that then. Awesome. He bounded off to the bathroom, his tail bouncing happily behind him, and it was only a moment before he returned with a hairbrush handle in his mouth. Here! Why is it in your mouth? He wiped the slobber off the brush and handed it to you. You could see his tail wagging like crazy, around like crazy behind him. I knocked over a few thins when grabbing it, so I stuck it in my mouth. I ran back here and I've forgotten it was in my mouth. What? You're adorable. You dropped onto the couch with a chuckle and he followed you down. Just get to work. I feel like I should be the one giving commands here since you decided to play fetch. Maybe I should try giving you one and see how you react. Maybe I should bite you and be a disobedient dog then. How about that? Took his shirt off and sat with his back facing you. You wouldn't get a treat if you did that. Besides, what makes you think that biting me would be such a bad thing? With a chuckle, he glanced over his shoulder at you as you began running the brush over his back. I guess I know what I'm gonna do when you're done. I'll hold you to it. He laughed again and slapped his tail against you. You went from brushing his neck to his lower back, making him sigh and slouch his shoulders forward. This feels so good. I bet. You seem really relaxed right now. I am. I'm telling you, I could go for this every day and I'd never get tired of it. You'll have to do something like this for me. Brush you? I don't really think you have a lot of hair though, and I don't think this brush would feel great against your back. It doesn't have to be brushing in particular. As you brushed him, you grabbed his shoulder and squeezed it, trying to massage his shoulder at the same time. You could just rub my shoulders or something. Before you could reply, you dragged your fingers through his fur on the back of his head and started to scratch. Head scratches would be great too, you know. I have enough hair to where that feels nice for me. I see. I'll return the favor sometime then. You put the brush aside and pushed your digits into his back, kneading through his fur and enjoying the feeling of the fluff between your fingers. I love how soft your fur is. I tried to take good care of it. You leaned into him and wrapped your arms around his body, hugging your face into his fur. Your hands scratched quickly over his chest as you held him there against you. Done brushing already? I just wanted to feel more of your fur against me. Yeah. Spencer pushed it back against you, forcing you onto your back so he could lay against your chest. He wiggled around until your chin was between his ears and your hands were resting against his chest. How's this? You circled your hands around his chest, your fingers grazing through his fur. This works out perfectly. I can brush your chest now. Sure can. He passed the brush to you and you started to stroke it over his chest and abdomen. He closed his eyes, sighing, and went limp against you. Feels good. I take that as a yes. You continued to run the brush through his fur, and you rubbed his ear along with your other hand. This is really nice, just relaxing with you. Yeah, I'm really happy to have you here with me, Adam. I'm happy to be here with you, too. I always dreamed about being with you, but I never imagined it could happen. It's so surreal at times. I know what you mean. There were so many times I picked up my phone to text you and invite you over. I wanted so badly to tell you how I felt, but I always deleted the messages and told myself to not risk pushing you away. It hurt so much holding that in. No doubt. It really sucked thinking that you were going to get together with some girl and never think about me the way I think about you. But here we are now. Strange how things worked out, huh? Yep, and it was all thanks to a prying lion. Yeah. An obnoxious, always with an ulterior motive lion. Do we agree or disagree? Oh man, do we agree with a diss on Darius? You gonna diss me, man? You gonna call me obnoxious? You gonna say that shit about me, man? The fuck? The hell, man? I don't know what I've did. I mean, I did a lot of shit, so I mean, I can't say that it's not totally warranted, but goddamn, I'm just saying. Yeah, he always seems to have some other motive to what he does. Spencer was quiet after that, and you slowly brushed his fur, working over his head, neck, and chest as far down as you could reach. This went on for some time. You still comfortable? Spence? Snore. He fell asleep. He's fast asleep! He's really not getting enough sleep at night. I'll just let him doze here until it's time for practice. He kissed the top of his head and continued petting his fur and brushing him while he snoozed on top of you, but you ended up falling asleep as well. Oh no. Hey, wake up. Huh? There we go. It's time for Darius to head off to practice. I guess I fell asleep not long after you did. I didn't mean to pass out on you like that. I was just really relaxed. It's all good. I was pretty relaxed too, so I didn't mind taking the nap. Let's get ready for practice and we can get going. Well, it's straight to the club when we leave practice too, so bring something else you can change into there. Gotcha. Practice was uneventful, and it was spent with you and Chester playing a doubles match against Dozer and Spencer. Once the match was done, Coach Grifter dismissed everyone and the four of you stood around to talk. That was a great match, guys. If we play like that during our matches on Friday, we'll be unstoppable. Definitely. Dozer, you were like a freaking brick wall at the net, and you were a pain to get the ball past. Same goes for you. You had some great volleys at the net. You guys have such amazing reach, only some really perfect lobs are gonna get past you. Get your aim under control and you two could be a real force in our doubles matches. Yeah, I'd be afraid of getting hit by your shots too, so you'd have a psychological advantage. I had been hit by Dozer's ball before and it hurts like hell, so I could see that. I wouldn't have hit you, but you ran into the ball that one time. Regardless, it was a great match today. I wonder where Darius was though. It's really not like him to miss practice. There's no telling. He's probably out getting laid knowing him. Probably. Hey, Adam. Is it, Dozer? When did you guys want to hang out for dinner? Spencer said you're off Friday due to our matches, so wouldn't it be great for us to hang out that night? I don't see why not. I didn't really think about that. Chester, you're off that night too, aren't you? Oh, yeah, I am. We could do something that night if everyone's free. What do you guys think? I'm cool with that, if you're Spence. Yeah, I'm good with that. Cool. We can have dinner at my house and watch a movie or something. We'll cook for you guys, and I'll bring some games, and we can play too, if you don't want to watch a movie. Anything sounds fun to me. Same here. Then you guys can meet at my place at 5 on Friday, and we'll have dinner started. You remember where my place is, Adam? Yeah, I do. Perfect. Looks like we need to pick up some things for that night, so how about we go take care of that now, Chess? Sure. We're gonna jet, I guess. We'll see you guys later. We need to get going, too. I have to get to work. Oh, well, I'll see you guys in class tomorrow. Same here. See you guys tomorrow. Later, guys. See you later. Alright, let's get going so I'm not late. Yep. Ooh, look at this new interior to the club. I like this. This is nice. This is so much better. Like, it's bright, it's stylish. I like this. Alright, I need to go get dressed. I'll let you know when it's time for the newbies to get on stage and you can get ready. You can head to the bar and chat with Bam and I'll be around when I can be, okay? Where should I go to change? Come with me to the changing room then. I can say that you're giving me a hand since I need you to brush some shampoo into my fur anyway. I'll get you a towel to wash your face with and, I'm sure we have some cologne in the back for you that you can use. Alright, thanks. Here's a towel for you so you can wash your face and clean up at the sink after you help me out. Thanks. I'll just put my tennis clothes in with yours after I change. You were taken aback by Spencer just stripping off all of his clothes right there in front of you. Yeah. It was quite shocking. Just, getting everything out there, huh? I have to change everything. It's not like you've never seen me naked before. Only like once, though. It was more of a private setting. Are you saying you don't want anyone else to see me like this? Yeah, kinda. So I'm gonna walk in right now and see you. You know, everyone that works here has seen me naked at some point or another in here. Yeah, I guess that's one reason I should consider leaving this job, huh? There you go. Now, get to brushing my back. Okay. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna go back and see what happens if you say no. Because I don't want him to feel bad about his career choice. I'm not saying that because I know it's bound to happen here. I just like seeing you like this in a more public... It's just seeing you like this in a more public setting is, exciting. It's kind of like seeing you strip on stage. I see. So you like seeing me like this in public? A little bit. What if I went on stage like this? Okay. Approve or disapprove? I think this is the better choice because I don't want him to feel like he should quit his job. Can't say as I'd complain. You're a hot guy, so I can't blame you for showing off what you got. Is that so? Comes with the job, doesn't it? Not always, but maybe I'll give it a shot one night while you're here. To be honest, it's an exciting thought. If you do decide to go all the way, just make sure I'm here. And you're still hands off. Of course, that's still a definite. Okay, enough chatter. Get to brushing so I can get to work. Just a few quick strokes to my fur with the shampoo should be enough to get the job done. Alright, let's get you taken care of then. Alright, you enjoy yourself. Make some friends, watch the shows in a little bit, have a drink, and I'll come chat with you whenever I can. Alrighty, Spence. I'll be sure to come get you right before it's time for the amateurs to get on stage, so you can change before anyone else. Okay. Guess I'll go sit at the bar and chat with Bam then. The bar was mostly empty still, as the night was only getting started, so it wasn't long before a familiar canine approached you. Oh my god, look what they did to Bam. He is more fluffy than he was before. Bark! Hey, Bam, how are you? Pretty good. Here to watch your puppy work tonight? Or are you here to dance with the amateurs? Are you gonna get up on stage and show off? Spencer mentioned the amateurs night to me, and I might actually get up on stage. Oh, yeah? Are you gonna show Spencer how to get things done and just take it all off? You'd like that, wouldn't you? Of course! If you need any, I have some extra fancy underwear in my locker, and you could flaunt that all over the stage. I don't think you'd have anything in my size. You'd be surprised what all I have in there. Keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. In the meantime, let me get you a little liquid courage on the house. I'll take it, thanks. I'll make sure it's especially strong for you. Bam was gone for only a minute and he returned with a drink for you. He only dropped it off and then went to deal with other customers. One sip of it caused your face to pucker up and you started to cough. Jeez, is this just straight alcohol? I swear, this is just a glass of tequila or something. You force yourself to take a gulp of it, sputtering again right after. I'll be smashed by the time I finish this glass unless I take just a sip on it. It's so strong, though. You nursed your drink as patrons began flooding into the club. It didn't take long for the bar to fill up, and you were feeling quite chatty with your drink already half gone. Spencer was around frequently, but he was rubbing you on your shoulders and giving each chance he passed by, and he had a moment to chat, laughing and joking with everyone around you. He was in the groove tonight. How you feeling? Your face is kind of flushed. Hot. My drink was really strong, and there's a lot of people around me, but I'm having a good time, so that's okay. Well, it's about time for the amateur shows to start. Are you ready to get up there and show me what you can do? For sure, I'm ready for it. Should I just get up there now? You need to change into your outfit first. Oh yeah, suppose so. Need you to write down your name so I can give it to the DJ. I won't look at it, so it'll be a surprise to me. Okay, I'll do that too. Then go get changed? Yeah, you'll be fine to get into the back there by yourself, so I'll avoid the stage area until you're called up. You can look through the other costumes we have in there too, and maybe you'll see some other parts you might like to add to your outfit. Okay. I can't wait to see you up on that stage. Are you feeling nervous about it? Maybe a little. I think the drink is helping. Bam's idea? Uh-huh. It's about time you had a good idea. Alright, you, get back to the changing room. We'll start at 8, so you have about 20 minutes to get ready. If you need anything, I'll have one of the other guys back there to help you out. We'll have one of our guys, yeah. Alrighty, I'll see you on stage soon. You're gonna knock him dead, sexy. He pulled you into him and hit by your hips and kissed you, following up by a firm grope of your crotch. That's for good luck. Thanks. Get going. Bark, bark. I've been waiting for you. I wanted to see what kind of outfit you picked out. Well, here's the underwear I chose. He showed them off and he nodded in approval. Those are perfect for you. What about your main outfit? I chose a cowboy uniform that Spencer had. Really? That's so overdone. He didn't have that many choices. I have a better idea, so let me show you. He pulled you over to a rack full of costumes, and damn it, we chose wrong. Rack full of costumes that began sifting through them. Bark, bark, bark. Bark, here it is. He thrust some clothes into your arms and piled on a couple of accessories. I'm pretty sure this outfit is self-explanatory. Try it on and let's see how it looks. Right here. This is a changing room, so yeah. Look at me as being a test crowd. If you can't strip down in front of me, you're not gonna get anywhere on stage. You're right. Okay. It's no different than stripping in a locker room, right? Only people aren't generally staring at me, that I know of. Took a deep breath and undressed. Bark looking good already. He's barking a lot more than he used to. This is as far down as I'd like to strip on stage too, so there's no reason for you to see me naked. Hey, it helps you become more comfortable with the idea of stripping in front of people. Just do it, you fuck. Just strip. I guess you're right. There you go, how do you feel? A little embarrassed, kind of self-conscious, but a slightly relieved. Good, getting on stage would be a lot easier for you then. Hurry up and get dressed now. I want to see how this outfit looks on you. Ah, damn, it's perfect. You think so? Yeah, get the rest of it on. Good, good. Almost there. Okay, so let's show what I'm actually looking at here. Construction worker by the looks of it. We're gonna have a lot of fun watching your show. Just a few accessories and you'll be good to go. I think that's it. How's it look? Bark, bark, bark. Perfect. You're gonna knock everyone's socks off out there. You look like you belong here in that outfit. Can't wait to see what kind of moves you have to show off. That'll be questionable. Follow me out this way and I'll lead you behind the stage. You're gonna be the first show of the night. First? Really? Yep, you get to enjoy the rest of the shows after, and they're all gonna have a high bar set, I'm sure. Oh boy. The show starts in about 5 minutes and you'll be the first one called out. Nervous yet? My heart's pounding in my chest and I need to pee really badly. You have to hold it now. You don't have time to run off. Beyond this curtain, there's a whole crowd of people waiting for you to get out there. Just remember, don't start taking off your clothes until the money starts falling on stage. You have to tease them first. And when you start stripping, start with the shirt first, then move on to your pants. Okay. Start off slow. Don't worry about how smooth you look. You look hot already, and people are going to be into that. Make use of your accessories, too. Those belts can be really useful on the pole. Let me show you. Bam took a moment to show you how to use the belts and how they could be used on stage. The music stopped. That means it's about time to start. Guys and gals, it's time to get our show started. As all of you know, tonight is Amateurs Night here at Dynamite Springs, so anyone that wants to get up on stage and shake their moneymaker is welcome. For any of you interested, run off through the door to the right of the stage, and we have some guys in the back to help you get ready. If you don't want an outfit, just want to wing it, we'll have a free-for-all chance after the other acts. With that, who's ready to get this night rolling? You could hear cheering, applause, and whistling coming from beyond the curtain, and you could swear your heart was going to explode out of your chest as the anticipation continued to rise. All right, let's welcome our first newcomer out on the stage. Good luck. He's ready to conduct some business on stage and let the sparks fly. So get charged and expect an enlightening dance as we welcome to the storm to the stage with Lightning Rod. Oh, Lightning Rod, goddamn. Here goes nothing. Go out serious, go out fun. Go out fun. Oh, look at us. Look at us with our having a great time. After taking a deep breath, you walked out onto the stage and wrapped your hand around the pole. More cheers and whistling erupted from the crowd, and you stood there for a moment, scanning around until you saw Spencer. You gave him a sheepish wave and began, trying to mimic the way you had seen him dance and the moves he showed you yesterday. It felt awkward at first, knowing that everyone was watching you, but the energy from the crowd started to get to you. The lights were flashing all around you, people were clapping and whistling, and Spencer had forced his way right up to the edge of the stage to watch you. Your heart was racing while you swung yourself slowly around the pole, watching the grin that had spread over his face. You even caught him whistling at you as he raised his arms up, pumping up the crowd to cheer even more. That's when money started to land on stage, and Spencer having thrown the first bill at you. You were starting to get hot as you danced and strutted around the stage. You decided it was time to lose your shirt. You put your back to the pole and went to undo the buttons on your shirt, garnering another please cheer from the crowd. There's a problem, though. The gloves you were wearing made it impossible for you to undo the buttons. Damn it, this isn't gonna look very sexy if I have to take off my gloves or helmet just to get my shirt off. What should I do? Oh my! Looks like his clothes are putting up some resistance. What should he do to conduct himself? You fiddled for a moment longer with the buttons and the crowd started to chant. You were growing frustrated. Take it off, take it off, take it off. It was no use. There was no way you were going to get the buttons undone with the gloves on. Fuck it. You grabbed the shirt and yanked it apart, popping the buttons. Oh shit, you just destroyed someone else's property. You're going to have to pay for that shit. You grabbed the shirt and yanked it apart, popping the buttons off to free yourself. One smooth motion, you slipped out of it and let it drop to the floor behind you. Grah! Hulk Hogan. What you gonna do, brother? Your display caused everyone around you to explode in arousing applause. Even Spencer looked impressed, cheering you on even more. Sweat was glistening on your body and cash kept flying onto the stage. It was only going to be a moment of more, and you were going to have to lose your pants. Your nerves began creeping back in, though, and you were starting to doubt yourself. Can I really do this? Am I gonna show it off to the club? With your hands on the pole and between your legs, you ground your crotch against it for some thirsty, cheering members of the crowd. I've come this far already. There's no way I'm gonna stop now. You already made up your mind at that point. Nothing was gonna stop you. You knew you weren't going to get out of your pants with the gloves on, though. So you were afraid if you tried to force your pants off, you'd lose your underwear too. A new idea struck you as you ran your hand over the belt and the buckle along your pants zipper. It's like everyone knew what was coming. There was no way they saw what you had planned. You spun to the edge of the stage to where Spencer was and dropped onto your knees in front of him. Mind helping me undo these? It'd be my pleasure. With skilled fingers, he undid your pants and tugged the zipper down. He licked his chops and swallowed hard, pushing 2 fingers into your open fly to jiggle your junk around. Hey now, if you want to get your hands on me, why don't you come up on stage with me? You stood up and extended your hand to Spencer, and he wasted no time pulling himself up onto the stage with you. What's this? Lightning has struck, and it looks like we have white thunder rolling in after it for a now a 2-man show on stage. You show off. What's the plan now? Hell if I know. I'm just winging it. Let's put on a show nobody else will be able to top tonight, shall we? Let's. Spencer grabbed you by one hand and pulled you to him with his other hand on your shoulder and his hips pushed as close as you could be. Salsa step 4 times, then spin me. Without skipping a beat, you and he started stepping in sync with each other, and right on cue, you twirled him around. He broke free from you and grabbed the pole, motioning for you to finger to join him, so you did. Do your thing and I'll improvise around you. He pulled you to him, chest to chest with the pole between you, and he undid one of the belts, looping it around you and the pole. With the belt secured, you were able to swing yourself around the pole hands-free, and that's when Spencer stepped in with you. God damn! Look at our fucking smiling face. We're just like, yeah, I know what the fuck is happening. You weren't the most graceful person, and he flawlessly worked his legs around yours, stepping in tune with you as you danced around the pole. The thump of the music and the cheers from the crowd faded, and it was just you and Spencer dancing together. You'd never felt anything like this before. Adrenaline filled your body, and you just moved from instinct, and he had no issue staying in tune with you. You glanced at Spencer, and he winked, keeping his leg hooked around the pole to support him, and he undid his shirt and threw it aside. You ran a gloved hand over his chest and abs, taking things a step further and pushing your fingertips into his pants to tug him towards you. You pulled your sweaty chest together and twirled around the pole with each other. He ran his paws down your back, over your face, and along your chest, exploring your body while on stage. This went on for a moment with another toothy smile as Spencer shook his pants to the floor and kicked them away, much to your pleasure. He wagged his tail and flaunted his backside around, his bulge bouncing around with every move he made. It was driving you wild. With your pants already slipping, a quick push knocked them to the floor, leaving you on stage with Spencer and not much more than a tight thong on. Holy bit! Spencer's attention was fully focused on you as your bodies brushed together time and time again. Your face, your chest, your crotch, nothing went untouched between the two of you. To everyone watching, it was just a show being put on, but for you, it was almost like a dream that you couldn't believe. You'd nearly forgotten you were on stage as you pulled Spencer in close once more, copping a handful of his hot junk, but his voice of the announcer snapped you back to reality. Alright folks, I think it's about time we discharge these studs and bring out the next act. Let's get up for Lightning Rod and White Thunder. You were breathing heavily, and even Spencer was panting, and his tongue lolled out. You held him against you for a moment longer, staring at his face. Everything about the look on his face told you he was happy, and you felt it too. He helped to gather the clothes and money off the stage, and then you two slipped off to the side to talk. It was quite the performance you put on just now. You're a pretty good one yourself. You put on a pretty good one yourself. How'd you feel when I first started to strip? My stomach knotted up, but seeing how into it you were, and listening to everyone cheer for you, it helped me relax. This feeling of jealousy will take some getting used to, but I think doing this helps. We'll work through it together, though. And I'll have to admit, you put on one hell of a show. Look at all the cash you made. I think part of this was for you, too. No way, it was all for you. People loved you. I'm happy to hear it. I had fun. Those are enough introductions for now. It sounds like the next dancer is about to pop up on stage, too. We can talk more later. Let's watch this one. Let's welcome our next... Let's welcome our next dancer to the stage, Officer Maynor. That's Darius! Did he just say Maynor? Yeah, that name's familiar to... Oh. The next act danced his way onto the stage, wasting no time tossing his sunglasses and hat aside. Darius? What is he doing here? I don't know. You and Spencer watched on as Darius moved around on the stage, losing piece after piece of clothing until he was in nothing more than a pair of skimpy underwear. His act lasted half as long as yours did, but his movements were far more provocative and teasing than yours, going as far as to pushing down his underwear just enough to show off a bit of his shaft. He used his body as a sexual appeal to his full advantage. When his show came to an end, he disappeared back behind the curtain, and Spencer took off towards the dressing room. Guess I'm going too. Oh, God. Oh, hey, guys. Nice seeing the both of you here. That was a pretty hot show you guys put on up there. I never expected to see that when I showed up. Why are you here, Darius? If it wasn't clear to you, I'm here for amateur night. Same reason I'm assuming Adam's here, too. I never thought you had it in you to be a stripper, though. Color me surprised. What about you, Spence? You seem to be a bit of bigger role here from what I've seen. Serving drinks, chatting with people. Everyone seemed really friendly with you. How long have you been working here? What do you want from me, Darius? Huh? Following me around, spying what I'm doing? What do you want? Oh, come on, Spencer. Get over yourself. I don't give two fucks about what you're doing anymore. The moment you told me we were done, I stopped caring. What? Oh, you mean you don't know yet? Just drop it, Darius. What don't I know? It's nothing important. Just like me, huh? Nothing important, right? Spencer, what are you two going on about? Darius and I used to date. Really? You two? Never would have guessed that with how you two act around each other. It's something we can talk about at another time. It's why he has so much animosity towards me. He thought I was with him just so I could sleep with him. Of course I thought that after I found out what kind of person you are. I know about the games you play with people. Did you ever consider the fact that maybe, just maybe, I was after more than a quick fuck when I was with you? As if. You treated me like any other guy whose pants you wanted to get into. You're so fucking stubborn. I don't know how Adam handles you. Guys, come on. Ever since I got together with Adam, all you've done is stalk us. You two wouldn't even be together if it wasn't for me. Chill out for a minute. That doesn't give you the right to follow us around. I don't just follow you around. For fuck's sake, stop it. That was enough to make both of them stop. Now is definitely not the time for this. It sounds like some petty bullshit is going on between the two of you, and you both need to get over it. So this is what we're gonna do. Tomorrow, we're gonna talk about it at our place, after class. We'll all sit down and get everything out in the open and clear out this bad air between you two. I'm sick of watching you two act like enemies. Like that's gonna help with his stubborn ass. Oh, look who's don't! Just don't start again right now. Tomorrow, Darius, come to our place and let's talk there. We'll see if I'm not busy. I need to get back to the floor. Jeez, what in the world just happened? You trudged back to the bar after changing back into your normal outfit. Bam was nowhere to be seen, and Spencer was gone too. Spencer wasn't missing for long though as he showed up at your side. Hey, we're heading home, let's go. Already? Don't you still have a couple hours? I went to talk to Charlie about leaving early. I'm just not feeling it anymore tonight. Oh, okay. He really seems out of it. I hope he'll talk to me a little when we get home. Spencer was silent the entire way home, and it wasn't until after you both showered that you were finally able to talk to him. So, tonight was crazy, huh? Tell me about it. I never thought Darius would show up there. And I can't really say I'm surprised about it. I think I'm more surprised it took him that long to find me. Kinda shocked it took him so long, too. The biggest shock, though, was finding out you two used to date. Why haven't you never told me about that? It wasn't important, and I didn't want you thinking any less of me. Why would I think less of you? Oh, come on, it's Darius. You know he sleeps around a lot. Why do you think what do you think about any of the guys Darius talks about? Don't they all seem kind of sleazy? I didn't want you to look at me like that. I don't really think about it like that. I mean, you two never had sex though, right? No, of course not. We almost did, but it never actually happened. You almost did. To make a long story short, we were hanging out in his private room at the studio he works at, and things were getting really heated between us. Some guy he worked with that is crazy about him barged into the room, ranting and raving about Darius being a slut, and things just went downhill from there. I don't really want to talk about it tonight, though. I just want to get to bed. Can we pick this up tomorrow? Yeah, if that's what you want. You and Spencer curled up under the blanket and he laid on his side with his back to you. It was unusual for you to see Spencer in such a mood, and you didn't know what to do to help him. You put your hands against his back and rubbed up and down through his fur, and after doing that for a bit, you draped your arm over him and pulled him back against you. Night, Spencer. Good night. You buried your face into his neck and sighed heavily. Going to sleep was far more difficult for you than it normally was, but after lying there for a while, you drifted off. And now tomorrow is going to be a very tense intervention, sort of serious talk. We'll see what happens on the next episode. So, until then, ladies and gentlemen, I have been a trained unprofessional. Speaking for the voices in my head when I say until then, fare thee well. Bye, everyone!